In November of 2004, many of us stayed up all hours of the night in hopes we would be the first to see President Bush's reign of terror come to a halt, democratically. We truly believed his presidency would be finished, that it was just a matter of being patient and waiting for the election results to be tabulated. But if we examine the months leading up to the 2004 election, there's an interesting element that I think is worth looking at. I refuse to call them Kerry supporters, but the opponents of George Bush were positive, and I emphasize the word positive, that Kerry would win this election. And how could he not? How was it possible that George Bush could be re-elected after everything he'd already done, after starting a war, especially after taking measures to strip Americans of the very freedoms we claim to still be fighting for, and so on and so forth? People thought to themselves, how could Kerry not win the presidential election of 2004? Not only did President Bush win the electoral vote, but unlike the debacle that happened back in 2000, he won the popular vote by almost a 5% margin. Allow me to segue for just a moment. Now, I'm not a particularly religious person, and if there's one group of people that I cannot stand amongst all others, it's Christian evangelists. It never ceases to amaze me how intrusive they can be, imposing upon me something that has absolutely no meaning or bearing on my life whatsoever. And yet, there are two observations that I cannot help make about them. One, they're just trying to spread an ideology that they believe will better people's lives. And two, as a collective group, I think they're actually pretty good at getting results. What I mean to say by that is, intrusive or not, they are definitely heard by the masses. Christian evangelists spread the word of God, for lack of a better pun, religiously, but the one place that they tend not to preach is at church. And why might that be? Probably because everybody already knows the message there.